All right, let's dive into the incredible world of ice hockey. We're going to explore the surprising science and just the raw power behind this game. We're talking about pucks that fly faster than a cheetah and athletes who skate the distance of a half marathon in just one game. We're going to uncover what really makes this sport a true spectacle of extremes.
It really is. You've got this brutal force happening right alongside this incredible, delicate finesse, all of it playing out at blazing speeds on a sheet of frozen water. So, we're going to dig into the hard numbers and the fascinating story behind how this game became one of the fastest team sports on the entire planet.
So let's kick things off with the heart of the game, the puck. Just how fast are we talking? Well, during a professional game, a slapshot can easily top 160 kilometers per hour. For those of you thinking in miles per hour, that's a blistering 100 miles per hour. Just try to imagine a small, solid piece of rubber flying at you at highway speeds. That is the reality for players and especially goalies every single night.
Yeah, this unbelievable velocity is completely central to the game. So let's start right there. Let's unpack the pure, raw speed that really defines every single moment on the ice.
And here's the wild part. As crazy as 100 miles an hour is, that's just kind of the baseline for a really powerful slap shot. The fastest shots ever, they push the limits of what even seems possible. The official record is on a whole other level.
The sheer force here is just staggering. The fastest slap shot ever recorded belongs to the legendary defenseman Zdeno Chara. Get this, he unleashed a puck at an unbelievable 183.7 kilometers per hour. That's 114 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, that is faster than a cheetah at a full sprint.
So how in the world is this kind of explosive speed even possible? Well, it doesn't just happen by accident, that's for sure. It's all because of the carefully engineered science of the rink, where technology and physics come together to create the absolute perfect conditions for a high-speed game.
It's a great question, right? How does a frozen game stay so fast? Well, pretty much everything is designed with one single goal in mind. You got to minimize friction and maximize speed. And it all starts with the puck itself.
A huge part of the secret is what this little disc is actually made of. It's not just any old rubber, it's vulcanized rubber. This is a chemical process, adding sulfur and heat, that creates these super strong bonds inside the rubber. The result? You get an incredibly hard, dense, and durable puck that can handle being frozen, smashed with sticks, and slammed into goalposts without shattering.
And it's not just the material. Its weight is also precisely regulated. It comes in at about 170 grams, or 6 ounces. So it's heavy enough to fly straight and fast, but it's also light enough for players to control with some serious skill.
And this is one of my favorite details, a really clever bit of science. See, a puck at room temperature would just be way too bouncy and unpredictable on the cold ice. So by freezing it, they actually reduce how bouncy it is, making it glide smoothly and predictably. It's such a simple trick, but it has a massive impact on the flow of the game.
Of course, a fast puck needs a perfect surface to fly on, and before 1949, that was a huge challenge. Cleaning the ice between periods was this slow, difficult, manual job. But then, the iconic Zamboni was invented, a single machine that shaves the ice, cleans it, and lays down a fresh layer of water, all to create that glassy, high-speed surface we all know today.
So, we've talked about the puck and the ice. But what about the incredible athletes who have to master this whole environment? Let's take a look at the physical demands placed on a modern hockey player.
Let's start with the goalies. These are the people standing in front of those 100-mile-per-hour pucks. And they do it while wearing equipment that can weigh more than 25 kilograms or 55 pounds. Just think about that. That's like carrying a small child on your back while trying to be one of the most agile athletes in all of sports.
And for the skaters moving up and down the ice, the challenge shifts completely. It's not about that static weight, it's about relentless, explosive endurance. The game never ever stops, and neither can they.
Now this is where it gets absolutely insane. To put their workload into perspective, an elite player can skate up to 30 kilometers. That's 18 miles in a single game. That is like running a half marathon. But it's not a steady jog. It's a non-stop series of high-intensity sprints, sudden stops, and physical battles for the puck. It's just an unbelievable display of stamina.
So we have the speed, the science, and the athleticism. Those are the pillars of the game. But what really makes hockey so special is its deep, deep roots in history and tradition. The game as we know it today was born in Canada, way back in the 1800s, drawing inspiration from all these stick-and-ball games in Europe. And it wasn't long after, in 1893, that its most legendary prize was first awarded, the Stanley Cup.
You know, what makes the Stanley Cup so unique is that it's way more than just a trophy. It's a living, breathing piece of history. It's the oldest pro sports trophy in North America, so it carries the entire legacy of the game with it. And unlike any other major championship prize, every single player on the winning team gets their name engraved right onto it, connecting them forever to all the legends who came before them.
So, when you're watching a hockey game, you're not just watching a sport. You're really witnessing this incredible blend of brutal, lightning-fast speed, the subtle, modern science that makes it all work, and a timeless tradition that connects every single player to the game's historic roots.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. When you combine the physics of a 100-mile-an-hour projectile, the endurance of a marathon runner, and a tradition that goes back more than a century, is there any other sport on Earth that demands so much and delivers such a thrilling spectacle? It's something to think about the next time you watch the puck drop.